Okay, I have with me Mr. Subhash Chandra. Thank you very much for joining me. And Subhash Chandra Garg ji, how do you view, first of all, this big story of the day? That's the headliner, which is $6 billion worth of exports from India of the iPhones across the globe. The exports are touted to become $10 billion by the end of the fiscal year, and even more encouraging a figure that India's phone exports to United States of America, which were at a meager $5 million up until a few months ago, has now crossed the $2 billion mark.
So I think it's better to celebrate success in individual items of export, keeping the overall context in mind. The 6 months export growth for India in merchandise is 1%. So while individual items must have something, defense export has gone by this much, Apple exports have been this much and all, that's fine. But something else has also been giving in. And therefore, we will do well to sort of keep our eyes and ears open and heads cool by taking the overall numbers in mind. This 1% growth is actually slightly lower than the overall growth of merchandise exports in the world. Likewise, you mentioned about the GDP growth. IMF has actually not said 8% growth for 24-25. It is for 23-24. For 24, the growth estimated by IMF is 7%, which incidentally is the highest amongst the major economies of the world. So that is what we should celebrate. But at the same time, we should also take note that the growth is sort of coming down. The IMF also estimates for the next year the growth to come down to 6.5%. I think we will do well to look into the reasons why this is happening the way it is happening. Domestically, first quarter data is available, so we grew by 6.7%. Only in the first quarter. In the second quarter, the data is about to come at the end of this month. And it's also widely expected that it might be between 6.5 to 6.7% only. And therefore, if this kind of trend sort of gets into the remaining 2 quarters also, 7% growth might also be missed a little bit. So I think let's keep our heads cool and wait for the real numbers, and also look at these strategies. How do we actually keep India growing at 8% to 9% per annum for many, many years? Thank you.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.